my God, Flippin' Steve here. Oh guys, I'm stuck in the Haunted Mansion. The only thing scarier than investing in the card market right now. I need some help. I need some help, guys. Uncle G, Dustin, Alex, Brandon, Ziggy, no! What's up, guys? Welcome back. Flippin' Steve. Second video since I've been back from vacation. First video was just me busting some Mosaic football packs like you see here because I was lucky enough to find some retail at my local Target. I initially wanted to do the video that I'm doing now, and this is just some items that arrived in the mail while I was on vacation, as well as some items that I picked up while I was out of town. So it's not a full-on mail day, so it's not a macho mail day like normal. Just 5 packages, and it looks like 4 cards here. And you're going to notice that I'm investing pretty safe right now. I'm not buying a lot of potential quote-unquote quick flip type cards. I'm buying established players, blue chippers, stuff with safe floors that I think are a little bit of a longer-term hold. That's just what I'm doing right now. And also some zags for the PC. It's good to zag every once in a while when everybody else is zigging, because you might stumble onto something that could bring you some gains later on. Kind of like I did with tennis. Tennis market is heating up. That's not what I'm going to discuss right now. I'm going to do that in a future video. But yeah, just some stuff that I think is really cool, or a card that I think is really awesome. And some, I got some vintage. I got some goats. Just the types of players that you like to have in your PC because of upside, as well as the fact that they just have a safe floor. And that's just the way that I'm spending my money right now. Also, prior to filming this, as it sits right now, we're at $13.99 in subscribers, guys. 1 subscriber from 1,400. And at 1,400 subscribers, I'm giving away the Tyler Heroes. So all it takes is for one of you guys out there watching is to push that subscribe and the like, and boom, I'm going to pull a comment from a past video and give these Tyler Heroes away. It's a prism, slightly off-centered. I will say that. I'm going to say this doesn't look like it's something you'll grade and get a 10, but it's a Tyler Hero prism, and that's why I'm throwing in the optic. And that scratch is on the case, not on the card. But that's why I'm throwing in the optic, because it's probably not a 10 on the Hero there. As well as I'm giving away 2 Mosaic cello packs like you see there. And I'll tell you how you qualify to win those later in this video. So once again, guys, thanks for the support. We're pushing 1,400. I'd really like to get to 1,500 and do something really special for you guys. And with all that out of the way, let's get into some of these packages to start off with some of the mail that I received while I was out. Let's go here. I will tell you guys, because in my videos, if you're not familiar, I do like to tell you guys why I'm buying certain items, not just to say, hey, this is what I bought, check it out. So yeah, I do like to give a little rhyme to my reason. And the first card is going to be a James Worthy 86-87 Fleer. It's taped to the cardboard here. Nice little baggie here. And a PSA 8 on the James Worthy. So I can get this out and see if it looks a little less dim. See if it's got some more vibrant on the colors or not. Good. Man, this thing is on tight, like a magnum. That's like a whole bag. Wish I would have known that. There we go. PSA 8 on the James Worthy 86-87 Fleer. I just think this is a great card right now at the price point. They can be had around $60, anywhere between 60 and 80. When Charles Barkley cards and Hakeem Olajuwons and these guys that are all-time greats, and their PSA 8s are selling, 400, 500, in that ballpark, a guy like James Worthy selling under $100, I believe it's a good buy, especially if they're going to do a Magic Johnson documentary, which they're talking about. James Worthy was the right-hand man there. I know you had Kareem, but Big Game James was a part of that Lakers Showtime and those championship teams. And he was also a great collegiate player. Just an unsung hero in a big market at a good price point and safe. You really, can he really get much lower than, $60? I really don't think he can. So I believe it's an investment that you'll always get your money back out of, as well as with some upside. Let's get into the next one. And I know I got some really cool cards in here. Then I'm going to save this card because this card's really neat. Actually, the rest of these cards are all pretty cool. So, next up is going to be a soccer card. And guys, I'm really getting into vintage soccer. I believe it's an untapped market. The prices are really low in vintage soccer. And this is a 1934 card. So this is probably officially the oldest card that I own now. And it's a 1934 Stanley Matthews. Sir Stanley Matthews. Actually, he's the only soccer player in history to ever be knighted while he was still playing. Now, Bobby Charlton, who's one of the top 20 players ever from England, also was knighted, but not while he was playing. And Stanley Matthews is pretty accomplished, especially in England. One of the bigger players to ever come out of England, or one of the best. You're not going to find him in your top 50 soccer players of all time. But when you look at your top, players from England of all time, you're probably going to find him in the top 5 on a majority of those lists. And that's really a good market when you're talking about players from England as opposed to other countries. You don't have to be one of the top in the world to be valuable if you're a really good player from, England, especially back in the day. This is like a $500 card. I picked it up for like $400. And when you find any players that are semi-decent in other sports like baseball and basketball, and their vintage cards are graded in an 8, especially if it was something this old, it's worth quite a bit of money. So I think the untapped soccer vintage market right now on players like Stanley Matthews is just sneaky buys right now. If anyone out there is doing soccer vintage, give me some ideas, because I don't know a lot of these old guys to go after. I'm looking at Stanley Matthews, Bobby Charlton, Tom Finney, just some old, a lot of the guys from Britain or from England, old school players that they loved over there. It's really hard to find info on players like that. Next up, I think we got another vintage soccer card of another and this is going to be an all-time great here. I just wanted to get a card of his. It's not going to be a rookie, maybe a third year. And this is going to be in a 5.5. These grades are tough on these soccer cards and soccer stickers. Anything. You're lucky half the time if you can find it with the back still on it. A lot of times these have been stuck in albums and removed, and people are selling them as removed. This is a Johan Cruyff, who again rates in the top 10 of all-time soccer players on a lot of lists. And from the Netherlands, 5.5, excellent. 1971, I believe he has a rookie card from 68. So this would be like a third year, fourth year type card. But his rookie cards, really hard to find. Don't ever find them in any good condition. These old cards like this are just always beat up whenever you see them. This one's never been stuck, so that's important. Here is normally where they would apply the adhesive and stick it in the album, and they would just kind of flap in there. They didn't really sit still like full-on stickers do nowadays. Just another cool card. I'll, eventually maybe move this someday if it sees, if the soccer vintage market sees a spike. However, again, this will go in with my Stanley Matthews. I got some Bobby Charltons on the way. It'll go in with like my Maradona stuff. So I'm just putting this stuff away for right now. I think it has a bright future. Last mail package I'm going to save, because this is what I like to call a nugget. And I call them nuggets because they can either turn out to be gold or they can turn out to be crap. But I think it's really awesome. So I'm going to save that for last. Next up, these are some items I picked up while I was in Florida, guys. I'm not going to specify where I picked them up at, but just some items I found while I was out and about at local shops, hobby shops, and things like that. And this is a Maradona sticker. 1986 World Cup, slightly off center. However, for these 86s, this card looks really good everywhere else except the centering. So I want to get a grade on this Maradona. I like this sticker because it's the 86 World Cup, and that's the year that Argentina won the World Cup. And Maradona, that's when he became the god of Argentina when he won that World Cup with them in 1986. I believe there's three, some stickers. He has a 78 rookie sticker, which I have. I've shown it in past videos. It's really pricey. He also has an 82 World Cup from Spain. And that one's actually really pricey too, his first World Cup. However, this is his second World Cup sticker. And it's the year that they won. So I think this is another good option to buy if you're looking for a decent Maradona at a decent price. I bought this sticker for $100. Way cheaper than you find them on eBay. On eBay, they're normally $200 and up. And it's really hard to be able to gauge the condition on them on eBay. So I was lucky to find this out and get a deal on it and able to look over the condition. I liked it. Another thing you want to look for when you're looking for this sticker, as well as a lot of famous players' World Cup stickers, is you want to make sure the back, when you look at the back, this is what you want to see. You want to see the country and the year. So Mexico 86. Because Panini put out another set, I believe it was in the mid-90s, called World Cup Story. And what they did was they took the images of some of the most iconic images from World Cups of when iconic players won the World Cup, like Johan Cruyff has one from 1974 as well. And they will use the front image. However, on the back, it says World Cup Story, like 1994 or something. It's almost like a reprint, like a Chronicles card. And you want to make sure that you're buying the sticker with the legit back and not the one that looks like this and you're like, so make sure you got pictures when you're buying these offline of the back, because you could end up buying one of these for like $200, getting it home and it'll say World Cup Story instead of Mexico 86, and then you got yourself like a $10 sticker. So just be careful out there. I want to point that out to you guys. Next up, we got baseball. And a guy that I'm really going to start buying heavily into because I believe he's still underpriced. You guys know I've been buying him, and this card especially I love. Albert Pujols, 2001 Fleer Legacy, and a Mint 9. Very few of these in the Pop Report, less than 100, I believe, maybe 40. The story behind this card in specific, without even being graded, as you can see, it's serial numbered out of 799. However, when these were pulled from packs, they had a film coating, kind of like Topps Finest used to have. And on that film coating, it said, "Congratulations, you have received an autograph, rookie redemption of Albert Pujols. Please send this card in, or you can just peel it off and keep this card for yourself." So you could either have sent this in with the film on it and got it back autographed by Albert Pujols, or you could have just pulled the film off yourself and had this card like I have it right here without the autograph on it. The problem is that these are numbered out of 799, and only about 300 of these were actually autographed legitimately. And what I mean by legitimately is that some were autographed by Albert Pujols, and some were autographed by employees of Fleer or whatever. They never even made it to Albert Pujols. I'm not sure if the story was kind of like Fleer folded and went out of business or was bought by another company. And any redemptions that came in after that, they weren't able to honor with Pujols. So they just signed off on them on their own and forged the autos. And you will see, I have a friend that had this card and sent it in to BGS, and they sent it back and the autograph on it wasn't authentic. You can see online, when you're looking at these, if the A for Albert is an A and it has a big circle as the center, as the line in the A is a big circle instead of like a triangle, it's like the forgery. So no telling how many forgeries there are out there that have defaced this card. So you already only have 799 printed. Then you have about less than half of these with authentic autos. And then Lord only knows how many of these are out there with fake autos that where the card has absolutely no value because it's been defaced. It's been written on. So this and a 9. Love this card for the value, $200. I mean, come on, $200. It's numbered out of $7.99. And right now I'm looking for serial numbered cards. With the way the market is right now with base cards and stuff being flooded and supply and demand, there will only ever be 799 of this card, regardless if it's graded or not. So I just love this card for the value. Albert Pujols may hit 700 home runs if he has a couple seasons left in him. He may not. However, he passed Willie Mays this year for 5th all time. So, you know, that's no slouch. You got Bonds, Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth, and Albert Pujols as like your all-time home run leaders. Or Alex Rodriguez and then Albert Pujols. But he's 5th by himself. So, and he's not juiced like A-Rod or Barry Bonds. And he's in the top 5 all-time. I think top 3 all-time now in RBIs. So just insane. Add 3,000 hits. I mean, the list goes on and on. Next up, a couple LBJ cards I picked up. Yes, I did grab some LeBron's Upper Deck rookie exclusive in a mint 9. It's not a 10. I'm not buying LeBron's in 10s right now just because they're pricey regardless of the card. However, this one right here you can get for maybe $250. I got this one for $200. Thought it was a good deal. I got it the day after game, I want to say game 5. The day after the Heat had won. The Heat had won the game. Jimmy Butler had a monster game. The day after the Lakers had lost before they went ahead and put it away. So picked this up before the Lakers had won and before he was finals MVP, coming off of a Lakers loss. These go on eBay between $300 and $400. I got this one for $200. Love the deal. Love the value. Went ahead and picked it up. I'll grab any cheap LeBron rookies right now, guys. With this window to buy, to me, I believe it's a window. Because come around next season, which may start as early as late January, you're looking at people starting to discuss, okay, can he win 5? And when they start talking about can he win 5, these cards are going to start flying again. I know there's the dip right now and people are worried about that. However, I'm not. I'm looking at it as a opportunity to buy. And again, another LeBron I picked up. And this is probably my favorite LeBron photo. I know a lot of people love the Tops. I love the Fleer. I mean, Fleer is traditional basketball, just like Tops. Tops and Fleer are like your original brands. So I love this. $400 buy. They go between $500 and $600, I believe, regularly. I actually haven't checked the market on them in about a week, but I know that I got mine for $400. I bought the 200 for the 2 of them for $600, but it weren't $300 each. It was 2 and it was 4. Just thought it was a good buy. 2 LeBrons, 2 to add, and 2 to stock away until they start going back up. And I love the image on this one. Let me guys know what you're doing with LeBron right now. Are you guys buying? Are you selling? I'm not buying high-end LeBrons. I'm not chasing his Topps Chromes down because I'm just not in the market to spend that much money. But some of these lower ends, like this card right here, that's, you know, might be able to steal for $400, $500. I just believe it's an easy double in value type card come the season. It doesn't really have much lower than it can go. It really just can't get much lower, and that's what makes it safe, and that's why I like it. And the last one in here, guys, I can't get no satisfaction. Time is on my side. Angie, Paint It Black. I don't know. I'm running out of songs. But anyway, this is going to be a diamond in the rough right here. It's not even a sports card, guys. This is a complete zag. I'm going completely off the map. And I was naming a bunch of songs just now. If you didn't pick it up, maybe you're not old enough to know what I was talking about. But this is going to be... And I just accidentally stumbled onto this browsing. Didn't even know it existed. Had to have it once I saw it. 1968 Panini Cantanti, which means singers in Italian. As you can see, it's a singer's sticker set from Panini. 1968. Rolling Stones. Look at that fine bunch of young gentlemen right there with those haircuts. But yeah, just an awesome sticker. Pop culture icons, iconic rock and rollers. And that's what I'm doing. I'm looking for anybody who's iconic. I'm looking for GOATs in the sports. Like, you know, I'm not messing with Jordan that much. I do believe Jordan is the GOAT, but right now I'm messing around with LeBrons. I'm looking for Maradonas in soccer and some of these top 10 soccer players from back in the day. In tennis, I'm buying up Nadal and Federer cards. I'm just going out there and making safe purchases of blue chippers. And I'm also reaching out and I'm zagging a little bit on these cheap buys on some of this stuff like this. Because this is just cool, and if I never do anything with it, I'll always have it to look at and say, hey, that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. So yeah, guys, that's my mail day / vacation pickup day. Maradona sticker, old school soccer, Cruyff and Matthews, Big Game James, more Big Game James, LeBron James, Albert Pujols, which I love. I can't get no satisfaction. And I didn't even set any of these cards up. So we're going to give that a stand. We're going to pop the Stanley Matthews up here. And let's throw the Pujols up there. LeBron doesn't get a stand today. He's gotten enough recognition this past week. And guys, if you're interested on how you can win the 2 mosaic packs that you see in the back, all you got to do is go back to my previous video where I'm opening some mosaic packs and showing you guys what the product's all about. And answer the question that I asked in that video. So answer that question in the comments. And in my next video, I'll be giving away 2 packs. There'll be 2 winners. Each winner will get a pack. A full cello pack, which has 2 packs and a pink camo pack inside. So that's my video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and smash the like. It really helps me get out there. It helps me in the algorithm and all that stuff. Trying to, build up and keep the growth, because it has been slowing down. A lot of the growth has slowed down to the YouTube content creators because the hobby has slowed down as a whole. So help us all out, guys. Hit the subscribe and the like. It's really easy to do. Once again, until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I will see you later.